we're not really super big Valentine's people. My husband will tell you that he really kind of tries to do Valentine's Day because I was single for so long, and so I missed a lot of Valentine's Day. But today I'm making him something that is really gonna hit him in his love spot, and that's his belly. Welcome back. So you might have seen out there where people are talking about pickle bouquets, and my husband loves pickles, he loves olives, and he loves bacon. So I got a couple of different ideas from YouTube, and I'll put the two ladies that I got this from in the description. I can't think of their names right now. So one lady gave me the tips on making bacon roses, and the other lady kind of gave me a couple of tips on how to do some parts of the pickle bouquet. But it's a relatively new idea, so there's not a lot of stuff. So I'm really just kind of going freestyle. I'm going to kind of bring you back and forth into different parts of it as I move along. Right now I've got just some bacon here, and you can see where I've got a roll there. And over here, we always cook our bacon in the oven, and so that's nothing new to me. I've got my oven set at 400, and these are some of my rosettes, and these back here are like double wrapped in some way. Like that one's one roll rolled up in one of the, you know, in another one, and this is two pieces actually rolled up together. So I'm going for a dozen, and I'm gonna have some little rosettes and probably maybe 4 to 6 of the bigger ones. I've got 2 packs of bacon here, so that's plenty. And then for the pickle bouquet, I'm going to use some of these bigger pickles. I've got some blue cheese stuffed olives. I've got just some baby dills, kind of smaller, not totally gherkin size. Then I've got some of the flat stackers, and then back here I've got some of the slices, and I got this garden blend because I like the different colors that are in here, and so I'm going to use some of those to kind of brighten up what I'm doing. And then lastly, a super special treat, which is showing my true love here. My husband's always told me this story about how he used to enjoy olives stuffed with anchovies. It's a treat that he just loved to share with his mom, and his mom's not with us. So I was asking him about it last night, and I can't find a store anywhere that had anchovies stuffed in olives. So I was at Sprouts, and that was my final destination. So I decided to get creative and make my own. So if you see, I've got these olives here that are pitted, and they're pretty good size holes, and I tried to make sure that I stuck to ones that were good size holes. And these anchovies, and I've never dealt with this, y'all. I'm from the South, and my mama did not do stuff like this. But it says that they're rolled, and I'm thinking that maybe that's a caper in there, because it's just like in a can. Let me get it out and I'll show you. So I haven't opened this yet, and I'm not going to until I have to. But I figured since they were in rolls like this, that it would be easy to mash them like down into an olive like that. And so that'll be a part of our bouquet. And then I'm going to use this vase that I just had around. I got some of these thingies, and I'm going to stuff one down in there because I'm mostly using these bamboo sticks. That's what all of my pickle flowers, if you will, are going to be on. And then the lady that taught me about the bacon bouquet did a thing where she used this to prop up her bacon. So I'm going to try and work with this, but if anything, I just kind of want this for greenery and in the vase, and the flowers are going to be gone because we're gonna pop these off so that we can use so that we can use that nub right there to get our bacon set on there. And so that's my plan. And like I said, I'm really just kind of free for all in it. My first goal is to get this bacon going, and then next I'm doing all the hard stuff first and what takes the longest. So I'm gonna get the bacon going, and then I'm gonna work on getting these stuffed, And then I'm gonna work on starting to carve and create some kind of flower arrangement out of all these pickles and olives. I just want you to see that there's no like amazing magic going on with these bacons roses. So this is one I did, and I'm actually gonna show you how I made like one of them kind of bigger, like my bigger blossoms, not one of my rosettes. So one thing I did is I just took a whole thing like that, and I added kind of some outer leaves by rolling, not leaves but petals, but by rolling this up into another rosette. And the thicker ones you kind of have to work a little bit more with the toothpick and make sure that you pick up that original rosette that's stuffed in there, and then just work your toothpick through there. And the lady that I got this from, she did 2 on each side, like one going in here and one going in the sides to help it stay up. But the meat part is going to be the top part of your rose, because the fatty part is going to kind of what's going to make the bottom of the blossom. So always think of this part as being what the top part of your flower. So mine have been sitting up perfectly fine with just one toothpick. So that's all I'm going to use. And then I'll show you one just basic rosette, and then you don't have to watch me make all these. So I just lay it down, and I haven't tried going from the thick end, so I'll do that this time. I've just been kind of going from the skinnier end, but this time, so you just kind of roll it, and as you roll it, you can see some different detail, and you know, you can work your bacon, you know, around to make the petals come in different kinds of ways. And then, you know, use your imagination. It's just like a little rosette. It's not rocket science, you know, so that's, you know, kind of what it looks like. But if you're a bacon lover, I mean, you've got to believe that this is going to look amazing when it comes out of the oven. And the lady that I got this kind of technique and idea from, she baked the bigger ones for a longer amount of a time. And so I will do that also, because I normally cook bacon in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 400. And so I'll probably do that for the first round, and then let the bigger ones cook for another 15 minutes or so until you can kind of tell that they're all crispy. Okay, I'm back. Now I've got all my bacon roses going in the oven, and I've got about 6 minutes, because I set it for I think like 15 minutes. And so I've got about 6 minutes left on that. Now I'm going to work on stuffing the anchovies into these olives. Okay, there they are. Those are hand-stuffed olives with anchovies inside of them. And some of them stuffed in really well, like this one over here. That one did really good. But that was a caper in the middle of the twisted up anchovy. So when I popped the caper out, it made it a lot easier to get the anchovy into the olive. Okay, here is kind of my arrangement, and I'm gonna put like some, I don't know, the like kind of cling wrap stuff over this, or maybe some foil. And then I'm gonna put some of the bacon buds on here, and then up through the middle is where I'm gonna have the pickles coming up the top and out the sides and stuff, kind of away from the leaves. So the bacon will be down low and the pickle will be up high. So some of the bacon roses are out of the oven now, and they're looking just great. And so kind of letting these go just a little bit more, because my husband doesn't like his bacon super crispy, but he does like it crispy, and he likes it a little bit soft. So I'm trying to find a happy medium since it's for him. All the bacon is done, and doesn't show that great on that red plate. And I got me a little bow going on here, and now I'm making pickle flowers. So here we go. Okay, so here is my finished product. I'll just show you some of my pickle flowers. there, and I think I'm gonna let these just kind of get cold for a little bit, and then I'm going to start making my arrangement because I've got about another hour till he gets here, and I gotta work on getting the toothpicks out of my bacon and getting my bacon situated also. So I'm taking just like a little piece of wax paper, and I'm putting it over these little sticks, and I'm just kind of folding it till it kind of rolls up, and it gives me, you know, that way I'm not putting my bacon on a flour stick. And then I just slide my bacon down over the wax paper, and then boom. So this is where we're at so far with our little bacon blooms, but I did just want to show you in some places, like that was my first one, so you can see more of the wax paper, but as I go along I'm getting better. I'm not too worried about the wax paper showing, because you know what, when a guy sees bacon, that's all he's gonna see is bacon. But this is where I'm at so far, and again, they're not perfect. I'm not a culinary chef or any jazz like that. I just like seeing my husband get super excited about stuff. Well, I'm all finished, and I'm super excited to show you my little creation. So we've got obviously bacon, and we've got our pickle flowers, if you can kind of see in there. And I just kind of made up my flowers as I went along and made them as fun and creative as I wanted to. So this is my little Valentine's creation for my husband. It's a bacon bouquet. But there you go. That's a bacon bouquet for my wonderful husband. Thanks so much for checking in and tagging along while I made this little gift for my husband. I hope you have the best day ever. And if you ever want any help with something like this, just send me a DM and I'll be happy to help. Bye.
Oh, that's so cool. I heard about these this morning. The bacon flowers? Ooh. Where did you keep that?
I just made it today.
Oh, you made that?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Do you see all the pickles?
Yeah.
Look at that. I hand stuffed anchovies into olives for you.
That's amazing. Thank you. That is so pretty.